to my unboxing of Lorcana, the Shimmering Skies expansion. This will be one of the starter decks for Amethyst and Ruby. But before we get started, I do want to remind everybody that I am a designer myself, and we are releasing the new card game called Myth Lords. It is a deck builder area control game. I assume everybody watching this likes card games. So again, it's a deck builder area control featuring the classic monsters. We do have an Oz expansion as well, but you're going to be able to play as Dracula, Wolfman, Frankenstein, etc. With the other cards being the Bride, the Mummy. You'll be able to increase the depth of your army, as well as attaching weapons and vehicles and things to that effect, and fighting over locations. It's pretty awesome. You can check out the link below for you to sign up on Kickstarter. We'll be launching in October. So right now we're just you can just follow along and get notified for when it does launch. We are up to about over 300. I think it's like 320 people so far. So I'd love to get that to double that. So come on and join the party. But in the meantime, let's jump into Lorcana and let's see the new cards that are going to be on this set. All right, let's check it out right now. How we doing, everybody? It is Lorcana Day, so Shimmering Skies just came out this weekend. I was really surprised that they did not put this out during Gen Con, but I guess it came out right after, so I guess they were marketing it. So I just played a tournament today. It was a sealed tournament, so it was a $40 entry, and we got 6 packs out of it. And this is what I got. I ended up I think there was like 17 people or something like that. So it was 4 games, and I won 2 and I lost 2. But when you're playing with blind, or I guess blind packs, however you want to say it, sealed, you get to use all the colors. So because you don't have enough, obviously, to make just a 2-color deck. And then you have a minimum of 40 cards. My deck ended up being like 50. So I got a bunch of cards here, and we can go through these as well if you want to. I think this set has some good stuff in it. I had to take out one of my cards that he was a 9, and he was uninkable, and he gobbed up my deck. I ended up pulling him 2 or 3 times. See, here's the Christoph. See, he's a 9 uninkable, but he has 3. He's a good character, but I could never get him out, and he just gobbed up my hand. So for the last game, I took him out completely. So not that it helped me any, because the other players I was fighting ended up having a bunch of evasive cards. They had like 2 Zazu and Archimedes, and I couldn't get at them. And then the other game I lost, I have to look this up because Wreck-It Ralph is in here, and I guess he gets lore for every damage he has. And then on top of that, there was a location that allowed them to get additional lore if they were damaged. So he was getting 4 lore every single turn. And he had a bodyguard, and he had a card that did resist 2 on these. That had resist 2 on him, so I could never get at him to kill him. I couldn't do enough damage to wipe him out, so he ended up taking me out. So anyway, let's jump into this, and we can go through, these cards as well if we have more time. And then since I won 2 of the games, they gave me 2 free packs, which I did not open yet, and then I ended up buying the starter. So let's jump into the starter here, and let's see what we got. I never know what the easiest way to open this is. Not that I keep the box or anything, but let's rip this open like a present, I guess. It's a present to myself, yeah. All right, so there we go. So, of course, these here I do not keep, and I just throw them away. And we have the quick start rules, and then we have the little map, but nobody. I have never seen anyone use this ever. So of course it's like a player mat, but again, I've never seen anybody use this. So this is pretty much garbage. Yeah, nobody uses tokens either. All right, so the quick start rules, I really don't need these either. I have so many of them. So that's all garbage. All right, so I got a third pack here. One of the guys at the table I was at, he ended up pulling the Enchanted. Like the first deck he opened, it ended up being Enchanted. All right, so let's open this thing. So it's got, this is Amethyst and Ruby. Okay, so we got an Elsa card right off the bat. I do like Elsa as a character. She has Rush. And, wow, this one is very small print. All right, so this Elsa is a 5-drop. She's a 2/5. And I'll try to angle it, as much towards the camera as possible. I don't want to take too much time. But I guess she gets Rush and Evasive. And when you play this character, exert choosing opposing character. Wow, that is pretty strong. I wish she does at 5. She's not doing 2 lore, however. I guess they felt that would be too strong. So let's put these out in colors. What do you say? So we can see how many colors we get. There is Wreck-It Ralph, and he's a 3. Whenever you ready this character, gain 1 lore for each 1 damage on him. That's what he was doing to me. Whenever you ready this character, gain 1 lore for each damage. Yeah. So that's what he was doing to me. All right. And I got, of course, it's going to go through it. He must be, we got the 2 rare, and she's a super rare, it looks like. And then we have an Anna with a shift 4. She is 7. Wow. She's a 4/5. She quests for 2. When you play this character, exert all opposing characters. That's pretty nasty. And she's uninkable, though. Oh, wow. Olaf as a 9. That's way too high, man. For each exerted character, opponents, but he has 3 quests for 3. For each exerted character opponents have in play, you may pay 1 less to play this character. Okay. Because I did have like 4 characters out towards the end. And he has Evasive. So he's good. That Olaf only gets cheaper. That Olaf, the Kristoff, only gets cheaper when I have songs. And there was like no songs in this set. Vanellope's that's Vanellope Van Schwees. So she's a 3/3 with Rush and Evasive. Oh, only when she gets played does she have Evasive. That's cool. And she costs 4 uninkable. Wow. Another uninkable. The Sword released. After you start your turn, if you have a character in play with more damage than each opposing characters in play, each opponent loses 1 lore and you gain lore equal to that lost. Wow. Okay. So I got 2 of these guys. And then in the deck that I played, I also had 1. So let's pull him out. I'm pretty familiar with what I had in here since I played it 4 times. These are all upside down. But yeah, you could kind of see what I got. And the artwork, that's this difference between this and Star Wars Unlimited. The artwork here is just awesome. I mean, they really go out on the artwork. And of course, they are reusing characters over and over and over again. But that's why I like the fact that we're bringing in the Wreck-It Ralph characters, because we haven't seen them before. And the Mickeys and the Donalds are actually pretty good in here. Mickey needs a mini, and then we have 7 dwarves in here that are all silver, that are all knights. So yeah, so here he is. All right, so I'll probably do that. I'll probably grab the other cards out. So I have 3 because I'm not going to keep the starter deck. I don't play starter decks. All right, so there's that. There's the Archimedes. I was fighting against him quite a bit. He's a shift 3 with evasive and challenger 3. So technically he's a 4/4, and he's quests for 2. So maybe I will try the starter deck out against Ursula. So maybe I will keep that card separate. Okay, there's the Archimedes. King of Hearts. I have one of these as well. Chosen exerted character, can't ready at the start of your next turn. So he quests for 2. I have 2 of those. Finders Keepers. Draw 3 cards. And that's a 5, but towards the end of the game is when you need it. And there's 2 of those. The Library, we have 2 of these. Whenever a character is banished while here, you may draw a card. That's a good one, and it gives you 1 lore per turn. Taffeta, this is a really good card. It's only 2. She's a 2/2, and she quests for 2. Turbo has Rush. There's 2 of them in here. This character can challenge the turn that he has to get Rush, and the character also counts as being named King Candy for shift. Okay. So you can shift into King Candy or vice versa, I guess. Another Taffeta with shift 2. Once per turn, when this character moves to a location, gain 2 lore. Huh. There's the mini. Dance Off. This is the Dazzling Dancer card. Whenever this character, and she's a 2/4 for 3, that's pretty strong. Whenever this character or more of your characters named Mickey Mouse challenges another character, gain 1 lore. So they feed off one another because the Mickey also has a power with Minnie. This one here, I used almost every game. This is Glimmer versus Glimmer. It is 4 uninkable, but you banish chosen character of yours to banish a character. So what I would do is if I had a character I really need to get rid of an evasive character because I didn't have one, I would quest with my character, and then I would kill them off, and I'd kill theirs. So that's a good card. The Knock, I did not have this in my deck. And there's the other Archimedes that was a pain in the ass for me. When you play this character, you may move up to 2 damage counters from chosen character to chosen opposing character. That's pretty nasty. Yeah, this is the Archimedes I kept fighting against. He's got evasive 2/2. I couldn't get at him. Luckily, there was a Stitch that does automatic 2 damage, and I would wait for him to come out to be able to kill those guys. Earth Giant. This is you play this character, each opponent draws a card. So that's the other thing. Let me see if I can find it. There's a bunch of items here that are really good. And this card here will now make Coda from the last set good. Because I don't ever play Coda. So here's the Stitch. So this Stitch, I don't know, is it? There it is. So you can see that when you play him, he does automatic 2 damage. So this is a great character to have. And then this one's really good too. So this one here, he does quest for 2, and he's 3, but he gains 1 lore if you have any items or locations on the board. So you just want to leave him out there and gain lore. You know, he's a really good card. And this Anna here, this one, as soon as she's played, exerts another character. So if you have other characters in play, you can exert the character and then attack them. And then this Donald Duck is really good too. So this Donald Duck here allows you to play the top card of your deck onto your ink wall exerted. So you can get 2 ink in 1 turn. And then the other Donald, I think he's red. He might be coming up. Yeah, there's the Glimmer versus Glimmer again. Chaka is really good for 4/3 with 2. And again, look at, I mean, the artwork is just cute as hell. We got a Basil for 1. This Hypnotic Strength's really good. It might be in this, so I'll show you that. This half Hexwell it's 6, but this thing really helped. The Pride lands. See, there's the other Mickey, which might be in here. So this Mickey here goes along with the Minnie. When you have a character named Minnie Mouse in play, this character gets +2 attack, so he becomes a 4/4. So that's really good. Break Free was really good. Deal 1 damage to a chosen character, and then a character of mine gains Rush, and then +1 attack. Yeah, look at the artwork on some of these blue cards. I mean, that's amazing. And then this Bell is also pretty amazing. And this one here, this one has arrows on the bottom of it, which I thought was pretty cool. And it's kind of raised off the card. So it's kind of embossed. And then this King John here, if I play a item, he gets +2. So he becomes a 3/5. And then Ed deals 2 damage to a character as long as the character is already damaged. So you would attack with a character and then play him. And the Zazu is, look at this. This is what I was up against. I was up against the Archimedes and the Zazu. And I had the Zazu, but I didn't have any Archimedes in my hand or in my deck. This is a 3/5 with 2 evasive. So he's almost impossible to kill if you don't have any evasive characters to fight him with. And then we have Mickey Mouse, who has, he's only a 1, but he has resist 1. That's pretty strong for our beginning of a game. And is this the one? Yeah. So this Flora here is a 3-drop, but she is a 2/2 because she gets 2 if somebody challenges her. So I just left her. I didn't even bother challenging with her because everybody was too wimpy. And this card is nasty. So this is a 3-drop, and it limits all of your opposing players to only a 3-hand deck, or 3 cards in your hand. So if at the end of their turn they have to discard down to 3. So if you can get that out early enough, that's pretty nasty. Here, I use this constantly, and it really, really helped. And also, your opponents don't want to get rid of it. So it's an Amethyst Chromicon, and each player, so you tap it, and each player draws a card every turn. So, yeah, I was helping my opponents, but I was also helping myself. And then the opponents don't want to get rid of it because it is helping them. So if I have Kronk out there or whatever, they don't want to get rid of it, and it's giving Kronk power. So, or whatever his guy's name is. But look at this Donald Duck. Whenever this character challenges another character, each opponent loses 1 lore. So he's going to get attacked really quick. That's the Kronk. I forgot the other guy's name was. Yeah, there's all of the... Oh, and look at this one. So this is the Healing Decanter, and you tap it, you remove 2 damage from a character. So that one's pretty strong. This is a ready all characters, but it's a 7. And again, we have more of the Knights, more of the 7 Dwarf Knights. I thought this was funny. Duck and cover, and it's got ducks on it. Come on. This is pretty strong too. Chosen character gets +1, and it's just sitting in your deck and on the side of your thing, so you can use it whenever you want. So a lot of these talismans or whatever really are strong. And there's a bunch of them. This one automatically deals 1 damage every turn. And you can have multiple of them out. So pretty strong stuff. So these are all the cards that I got and were able to use during the tournament. Daisy's evasive. I don't know how that works, but there it is. All right. Okay, I hope I didn't screw anything up here. So Gale, when this character is banished in a challenge, return the card to your hand. Wow. That's pretty strong. Okay, here's 3 more of the Annis, and I have all 4 of those now. I didn't get any of these Maleficents. Other people had. She's a 2/2 for 2. There's a Retrosphere. It costs you 2. Banish this item, return chosen character or a location with cost 3 or less to your hand. There's the Hypnotic Strength. You draw a card, and then you're getting Challenger +2 to it. So I have all 4 of those already. And then there's Frances with a 4/4. That's a 4/4 for 4. I just throw her out there and or it's to him. I'm not sure. And she can pretty much kill anything. Snowana has Rush for 2. So she can rush into a 2 character and still live. There's the Daisy Ducks that are evasive. And there's the 2/4 Mickey that gets +2 with Minnie around. There's Taffeta. When you play this character, if you have a location in play, each opponent loses a lore. Wow. Oh, and there's the 2 Donald Ducks I just showed you. And I did not have this Simba. I laugh at the face of danger. When you play this character, chosen character gets +2 this turn. Okay, so you do not want to use him first. Okay, so there's that. So I may just hang on to this deck the way it is and just play it versus Ursula. So these are, I think this is the one that came with this pack. Let's see what I get. Oh, we got a Stitch. I don't think I have one of those. So there's another Break Free. There's another Felix Jr. I have 2 of those now. Another Cogsworth. I have 2 of those. There's the Ed that does 2 damage to damaged characters. I did not have Rudy, but he's a 1 for a 2/2. That's pretty strong, actually, that early in the game. And then there's this Donald Duck. When you play this character, you may draw the top card of your deck and add it to your Inkwell face down. I like that card because it gives me 2. Because I was at the end there, I was laying out at least 2 big characters every turn. Shift 3, and your locations get +2 health. Huh. Merlin's Carpetbag. Tap it and with 1, return an item card from your discard pile to your hand. Uninkable 5, though. Ratigan's Party. When you have a damaged character here, this location gets +2. That's what it was. So he had a damaged Wreck-It Ralph there. That's how he was getting 4 lore every turn. So you put this together with Wreck-It Ralph, that's scary. And then you have the Pride Lands that is giving you 1 lore every turn. And then while you have 3 or more characters here, you may banish this location to play a character from your discard pile for free. So it's a resurrection. All right, and then we have Camilo Madrigal. He is a 6-drop, a 3/7. Whenever this character quests, you may gain lore equal to the lore of chosen other character of yours. Return that character to your hand. So you can quest with them, and then use this card, bring it back to your hand, and then just put it back out again, especially if they're damaged. Simba. Face the past. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you may draw a card. Drawing cards, I learned this now, that drawing cards is really, really important in this game. So I'm starting now to make sure that my decks have draw cards. All right, so these are the two that I won for winning 2 out of the 4 games. So I already have a Mickey. We got another Gale on Bonsai. I think I have Bonsai already. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. When you play this character, you may exert chosen damage character. Evil Consular Parrot, you saw that. I have that in there already. They can't ready chosen character of yours, and they can't quest. If it's a villain character, gain 1 lore. So that's pretty strong. If you're using this with a villain deck, that would be pretty strong. I have to build a villain deck. Fix It Felix. When you play this character, if you have a location in play, draw a card. Medal of Heroes. Tap it and tap 2 resources. Banish this item. Chosen character of yours gets +2 this turn. +2 lore. So it's a 1 use. Royal Guard. A 1/7 for 4 with 1 lore. Wow, he's going to be a lot to take out. Okay, there's that turbo again. I got Monstro, 5/6 for 5. Food Fight. Your character gains tap +1, deal 1 damage to chosen character this turn. Oh, your characters. I don't know how that works. So you have to tap them and all your characters will do 1 damage? Interesting. The Queen. 3/2 for 4, uninkable. She has ward and she quests for 2. Really good art on that again. When you play this character, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may reveal any number of character cards named the Queen and put them into your hand. Put the rest at the bottom. Wow, I don't know how you'd stack. It must be multiple cards called the Queen. I'll have to look. And then we have this Anna again we just looked at. And then I got this Clarabelle, which looks like it's rare. At the end of your turn, if chosen opponent has more cards in their hand than you may draw cards until you have the same number. But she's an end of game character. But let me see if there's any other Queen characters that I have in here. I don't think so. Because I was thinking maybe it would be like a Red Queen or a Queen of Hearts that might have called Queen. See, there's the other Bonsai. I don't think so. Oops. We have the King. And you know what I didn't get was the Candy King. I still haven't seen him yet. I saw him being played against me. That Kronk is Challenger, so it's 2/4 basically. No, I don't have any other Queens. Interesting. Oh, I didn't open this one yet. Let's see what I got. I know that I didn't get any enchanted ones because that card was already out. Okay, there's another Stitch. Another Hypnotic. Another Clarabelle. When you play this character, you may pay 2 to banish chosen item. Another Mickey. Now, there's a mini that I didn't have. It says, patch them up. Whenever this character quests, you may remove 2 damage from a chosen character. Wow, that's a good one. Vision of the Future. It's the first one for that for me. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Put 1 into your hand and the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Hey Hey, which they use this character every single time. Bodyguard, 4/5. Why is Hey Hey a bodyguard? Alan Adale. Whenever you play a song, gain 1 war. That would have been useless in this tournament. Tipo. Again, this is the first time I've seen any of these cards. When you play this character, you may put a card from your hand into your inkwell, face down and exerted. That's a good one. And he's only a 2, so you get your ink up pretty quickly. Shenzi is evasive. I think that's Whoopi Goldberg's character. Where's the rest of the view? When challenging a damaged character, this character gets +2. Wow, she can become a 4/3. Iago is evasive. A lot of evasive characters in this one. Whenever this character quests, you pay 2 less for the next action you play. There's the Cusco 6. When you play this character, you may put a chosen item or location into a player's inkwell face down and exerted. You may, and invite only, I have to pay 4, and then everybody gets +1 resist for that turn. And chosen character gets +1 attack. That's it. That's all I got. So yeah, I don't think I got anything that great. I think I got that Clarabelle's the only thing in here that I got any kind of special card on. I'll have to look about what's expensive and what isn't, because I'm probably going to go ahead and buy a box tomorrow. All right. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next episode. All right. Bye.